Morning friends, Opie here. Hey, it's been a while since we've done a video for you, so we want to put another one together for you before the end of the school year and for the summertime. It's going to be a little bit different than normal. I want to talk to you a little bit about when you're out of school and being able to make contact with us when you may need some help. I'll start out with a little bit of a story, something that you may not know about me, and if you do, then you've heard it. You heard it already. So I was born in Denver, Colorado, a little suburb called Broomfield, Colorado, and I moved here when I was 5. I grew up with my grandfather always by my side. I lived with my parents. Both of them were epileptics. My dad was a severe epileptic. 1995, I was actually in this middle school, in this building. I was a student here, and my dad had a seizure at home, ultimately passed away. It's a rough time for me as a kid. I had a lot of struggles, had a lot of things going on. Why do I tell you that story in this video? I tell you that because as you're getting ready to go out and be away in the summer, you may have that moment where you're depressed or you're down. I tell you that we all, even as adults, we struggle. There are things that we fight with and things we have to learn to cope with each and every day. Depression is a thing. I will tell you, you cannot do that alone. Nobody does it alone. I didn't do it as a young man alone. I didn't get through that struggle alone. I don't get through my struggles as an adult alone. So if you go out this summer and you're not in school and you're not hanging out with your friends as much as you used to because of the summertime, or you get put in a situation where you can relate to a story like I just told you and you need somebody to talk to, we are here for you. If it's not me, maybe it's Deputy Bill Brown, Deputy Ryan Bonebreaker, it's somebody. Please just reach out to us. We love you, we care about you, we want to be successful, and we just want you to understand that everybody has struggles and you need people in your life to get you through those struggles. In life, you should always know your purpose or know your why, right? So what we do, while it's important in life, you need to always remember why you do it. For me, example, with the story I told you that you may or may not relate to with my father, I was there in that moment when he passed away. That led me to a path, I believe, of public service. For many, many years in EMS, followed in law enforcement, it's public service. I do that because of that incident, right? So I know what I'm doing. I know law enforcement, I know EMS, but why I do it is the bigger picture. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to have those struggles, because even as an adult, I struggle. There are people that I need, that I reach out to. Those things, as they call them, skeletons in your closet, they're never going to go away, but you have to cope with it. You have to know your purpose and what your purpose is in life, and my purpose is to help others, to be a part of that bigger picture, to be a part of something that I know is bigger than myself, and I do that with others.
We're here to talk to you about your summer and the way that it's going to get started this year, and we want to make sure that you realize that we think about you guys all the time. How much we care about you is very important. I want to tell you a couple stories. The first story, both of these stories, happen to deal with my mom, my dear mother. And she's been an influence in my life the whole time. So when I was young, about your age, I actually was throwing away a lot of the items that I had won, little trophies and little ribbons and some newspaper articles and things like that. I was throwing them into the trash bag. And my mother came and she looked at me, she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nobody cares. Nobody cares about me." And she put her arm around me for a minute. I was feeling awfully low. She put her arm around me and she said, "I wish you could see yourself through other people's eyes." And I said, "What does that mean?" Her response stayed with me forever. And she said, "You don't understand how much I see in you as far as a person who can find success, who is really a good person, who is somebody who can achieve all the things that you want and desire. And my hope for you is that you actually see yourself through my eyes. Because what I see when I see you is somebody far greater than you most likely see in yourself. I think you all are awesome." All right. I have a second story that also involves my mother. So I was a goofy kid when I was in college, and I would come home on the weekends, usually with a whole bunch of laundry for my mother to do. And I would just game around because I always enjoyed the way that she would respond to me. And I started doing this. I'd say, what is the meaning of life? So I would ask her all the time, and I would get different thoughts about what the meaning of life was that she would give me. But it was that Christmas, after I was asking this all year long, she ended up getting me an extra gift. And that extra gift was a book. And the book was wrapped up in wrapping paper. And I was like, a book? That's something she never gave me. But I opened it up, and the name of the book was What is the Meaning of Life? And I was like, wow, she thought this much of me. So I began to read this book, and this book wasn't a book of paragraphs. This book was actually famous people, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, what they thought the meaning of life was. And the book went on and on about people that would tell me what the meaning of life was in their perspective. And I came across one that has stuck with me. I don't remember anybody else's, but I remember one, and it was from an archbishop. That archbishop said, the meaning of life is finding the ability to cope. And I sat and pondered on that, and I thought, even an archbishop, all of us, we have hurts, we have pain. You will too. But finding the ability to cope is what the secret to life is. Me, I find the ability to cope in like fishing and hobbies that I really enjoy, and spending time with people that I really enjoy spending time with. But that is coping with things that have hurt my heart. You need to find the ability to cope, and that is a hope of mine, is that you find the ability to cope, and you find those things that get you through the hard times, and that you seek whenever the hard times hit, because they will come. But I will tell you, there's hope in that.
My hope for you in your future, and my hope for you as you finish out your school years. What I'm hoping for is that you guys out there learn how to respect people. Respect's a big thing to me. It's what I've been instilled when I was growing up with my parents. And I know things are a lot different now than when I was a kid. And I know there's going to be some things out there arguing about with their parents, arguing about with the adult. But there's a thing about it that I want to tell you about when it comes to respect, as far as learning how to respect yourself and knowing what you want to do, and learning from adults, whether it be your parents, whether it be your teachers, whether it be anybody. What you need to know is with them is they're here for you. Your parents are here for you. Your teachers are here for you. The administration's here for you. They want to see you succeed. I want to see you succeed. And when you want to do things over the summer, don't be afraid to seek out me. Don't be afraid to seek out Opie. Don't be afraid to seek out Bill. Because we're always going to be there for you, even during the summer when school's out. And that's a promise. Because this is why I do this job. This is why I'm here. Is because I care about kids. I care about the safety of them. I care about what they do. And I care about their futures. So don't be afraid to come find us, because we'll always be there for you.
Guys, my hope for you all is that you'll be successful, that you'll find your purpose, that you'll know your why, and that you'll be able to successfully help others through that purpose.
My hope for you is that you find the ability to cope, and that you see yourself through other people's eyes.
My hope is for everybody around here to learn and to respect themselves, and I guarantee you that'll help you in the future.